Morning, welcome to my channel. This is a project I've been working on. Some of you might recognise the cover outlay. It's more like an amateur blue journal. This has got a signature. It's a signature. I did a lot of layering and whatnot. And look, this is the sort of journal that you could keep going and going and going. But I'll show you it. I made a lot of, the front's full of flip backs. Satin fabrics. So I've used 3 types of textiles. This is a smaller journal. Now the smaller journal has got a tuck in here. So a tuck there. Quite a few pages. And another tuck there. There's the start of the journal. I was going to leave that plain because I like the music there. It's all been stenciled and whatnot. There's the front of the cover. It's a beautiful kit by my friend Kelly. And the only way to showcase this journal is by putting it up YouTube because I don't know any other way. I've really worked the pages and I've left some white pages in it. I just thought it added to the contrast. I did a lot of clips for it too. It's just too gorgeous to overdo these pages. There's a lot of sewing on the edges. Some I just literally left blank. It's called the Craft Lady Journal. And see how I've done that stitch? That's more like a piano stitch and I really like it. So, it leaves a sort of a trim at the end of your page. So I've used it a few times with this journal. And tuck in there. And we've got tucks in here. And various ephemera. And then there's that. So I've really sort of played with the pages. Put some tabs on it. I wasn't going to lace it and then I decided to lace it. It was just, I don't know. I think this type of journal needs lacing and textiles and whatnot. I had so much fun. This was a fun journal to complete. Like I said, it's just chock full of pages. Tucks there. And this just shows all the types of ephemera you can actually use from around the house. You know, pages really. There's a tuck in there. There's a tuck behind that. So just, there's a tuck behind that, a tuck in there. Might keep that out for a, because there is tucks everywhere. crafty lady. It's just nice. I just really, really enjoyed working with this. But like I said, it won't do it justice just showing pictures because of the type of journal it is. So basically I laid it out so that you could use watercolours, you could use any type of medium on it really. These can be added to the journal. There's lots of those. I just thought it had plenty of stuff of interest with the sewing of the pages, with the pictures, some craft paper. Honestly, this journal could have went on and on and on, and I wouldn't have completed it. That's, like I said, the type of journal it is. And like I said, I love that stitch. It really, really is a beautiful stitch to use in your journal. Being 6 signatures, look, I could have chock-fulled it, but you got to leave something, like I believe, you got to leave something for the buyer. And I just like the contrast of what, with the white in the tea stain pages. Now those pages have been heavily tea stained. Again, there's a tuck in there. And just, again, the stitching. I thought it was appropriate for the crafty lady to have good stitching. Like I said, how wonderful is that? So I didn't want to do too much to destroy this character of the book. So whoever gets it is able to just get in it and do what they like. Again, there's a tuck there. And that's watercolour paper too. So I've used paper that can be used with all sorts of medium. That's one of the tucks. This has all been printed on photomat paper. The kit. And it lies flat. Even with 6 signatures of heavy pages, it still actually lies flat. Look how it came out with the tea, like it. The tea actually played in my hands really because I liked the effect it had. Now there's, if you want to put your dock keys in here or whatever you got, you can. This is a library card that I actually made up. And I just love the way it turned out. It just turned out really, really sweet. Sweet book. Actually more than sweet, I really like it because it's the sort of journal that I would work with. And what I've done here, this is the book's The Crafty Lady. I left that blank, so I mean, left that open so you can tuck in there. So that's your natural tuck. There's a lot of fibres hanging from this journal because there is a lot of sewing involved. And this is the longest journal I think that's taken me to make. Again, this should have a double so that you can actually tuck into it. Yeah. The stitching's just amazing. Like I tried every different stitch in this journal to, keep it going. You've got another tuck in there. And you've also got a tuck in it. Oh, if I can get my fingernails in there. But there is another, there's a tuck in between that because that's a double page. I thought for this type of journal, I will make it a double page. And a tuck in there and a tuck in there. Like I said, I use various fibres and textiles just to showcase this digital. Like it's got so much ephemera, a real lot of ephemera. Like I said, with this, I really work the pages. Get another tuck there. Again, the stitches. I don't know, I thought the craft lady should have embroidered stitches because I can't embroider. I thought, well, I'll use my machine to do that. And look, it actually turned out really super cool. It's just an amazing journal to work with. Again, that's got the ephemera is amazing in it. You can really go to town, but I don't know how a person will use it. So I did it more to my way of the taste to my way. There's a library card there with tucks behind it and tucks inside it. How cute. Just gorgeous pages. And like I said, I didn't expect my pages to turn out like this. So that's why I put that white, what's it called? God, my brain's gone dead. I stenciled it in. Because I wanted this more like an art journal. It's so cute. There's the cover. Now the cover isn't super hard, but before I put all this onto it, I actually I gessoed the cover. And there's another tuck, another tuck. So to this cover, there's 3 dimensions. Envelopes I made the other week. Tuck in there. That's an old Journal New Idea page from 1945, and that's got a tuck in there as well. I just didn't want to tuck any too much. Various little fabric collage, and there's the back, and in the back you also have another tuck there. Now when you look at this journal, it's a very big spine. You're looking at about nearly 4 inches of signature. Being the journal that it is, it's quite heavy, but it can be utilised in any way. It can be your art book, it can be your craft book, it can be anything. Like I said, I layered the lace over the spine, and this journal was built from the outside in, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, unless you've done a journal this way. And I just like it. Like it's got lots of textiles or fabrics, whatever you like to call them, really. I love that tuck in there. Make your clothes for yourself and your children. That was 1946. And the tuck's in there. And these I left plain. I mean, I could have put more onto them. And the textiles. Who doesn't like textiles in their journal? And that technically is one of the first prints of the journal, but I decided to add more to my cover by doing it this way. And adding a booklet so that it's more room to write, more room to play. And with this is the main cover of the journal. Like I said, this journal is technically worked in. This being the main cover, it's worked in from the inside out. More Amity Bloom style. So, yeah, I hope you like it and give it the thumbs up. And I appreciate all the support I get from the junk journal community. I don't want to make this a big recording, but just adding stitches to your journal adds new character and dimensions. Adding tabs in between the laces. Like I said, I didn't want to lace it right up, but because I worked from the inside out, it was very hard. Like the cover was worked from the inside out. It was very hard to decide how I want the layout to be, and it was very hard to judge the cover space as well. But in the end, I got there, and like I said, I like it. I like the fact I've got all these dimensions and tucks and whatnot, and adding outer pages to my cover is a different concept for me. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this flip through. And hopefully you give it the thumbs up. That's, like I said, the spine. The spine, like I said, it's nearly 4 inches with the add-ons on it. So thank you, everybody, and see you next time.